MP Rigathi Gachagua insulted the police again at yesterday's running mates debate.
When you set policemen to investigate, they don't understand accounts. A normal policeman looking at movement in and out 4 times a year of 200 million, he thinks you have 800 million within that year. So when he multiplies by 7 years, he says you have 12.4 billion.
And Rigathi Gachagua said the police do not understand accounting. He laid bare the history of his animosity with the police. It all emanates from his several graft cases. Remember, the police have been arresting Rigathi Gachagua in his home, from his family, and taking him to various police stations in this country. There's a time last year in July when Rigathi Gachagua was arrested at 5 a.m. while he was sleeping, and he complained profusely how they could not even allow him to dress up properly, and they took him to Nyeri police station, which is actually his home area. Yet, again, Rigathi Gachagua feels that the Minister for Interior, one Fred Matiang'i, uses the police to intimidate him so that he can abandon his political ambition and get out of the race so that the preferred candidate of Fred Matiang'i can rise to power. And we all know Fred Matiang'i favors Raila Odinga. Rigathi Gachagua feels that the forces are being misused to humiliate him. And the only way to tame this humiliation is to deal with the police directly. That's why Rigathi Gachagua has said the moment they enter or they form the government, the first thing they will do is to change the police uniform from what they have currently, what he calls Women's Guild uniform. Again, he has talked about remuneration, that the police are poorly remunerated. He actually said the police are jobless, that they will have to give them jobs. He feels the current job description of the police is tantamount to joblessness. And we want to engage the police in meaningful work. Well, this is an attempt to control the police in such a way that they will not harass him again. Rigathi Gachagua has continued to say that he will be in charge of recruitment of young people to the police and to the army. He said that in Kericho, while enticing the youth to vote for Kenya Kwanza. You can see in all this series of utterances against the police, there's a form of trying to manage the work of the police. And this will not augur well in a democracy, where the chances of entering the public service or the police force should be done in a fairly and equitable manner. Again, the motto of the police is utumishi kwa wote, and these individuals or these forces is supposed to serve all Kenyans without discrimination, without harassment, and without themselves being intimidated. Well, by going into a public debate and starting to show or insulting the police in the full view of members of the public or the Kenyans, it clearly shows that Rigathi Gachagua will deal a heavy blow on this police force. And in the end, he might even restructure the forces when he's come to power, and they all be under his control and management. And we all know with such a force, it will be used to harass and intimidate the people. That is all. Kindly like and subscribe this channel.